Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we are going to be playing through a brand new verified creation called Airship in a Bottle by Unorthodog. This one does cost 200 creation credits, and what this one does is it adds in the Nuka-Cola Blimp, and we need to go save it and claim that settlement. Now, in order to get there, it does add a map marker on called the Makeshift Jetty, just a little bit south of Poseidon Energy. And this should give us a boat that says travel to the Commonwealth, but we're looking to head over to the ship. Although I guess if it is out in the Commonwealth, it would be what makes sense. There we go. Now it has brought us way out here, or you can swim out as well. However, ain't nobody got time for that. So let's get going. Norwegian pirate. Looks like we got some pirates here to take out. Now, I did go ahead and look ahead of time. This should be available on all platforms, including PlayStation. So if you're a PlayStation user, this one's got you. You can actually play this one, unlike most of them, because Sony hates mods. Oh my, I don't know what he's got going on. They've got something strong. Oh my. Oh, that quartermaster dude has a Tesla cannon. Or at least had one. Oh, and they have suiciders. Okay. Now who's... Oh, we can... Oh, that's the captain. Okay, well, we'll let him be for now. Yeah, homecomer. Sorry, not suiciders. Close enough. And he definitely has the Tesla cannon. So let's take these guys out. Between a bottle and a fireplace. I think that is a miscellaneous item. It is. We got some lore included. Alright. So the note says, the captain spoke to me in English today, which only the two of us speak. He normally only does that when things are bad. So I have a feeling we might not be going home after all. He told us all to stay out the airship because it's dangerous and he'd call us if needed. As of the past few days, he's been coming and going, throwing things out. He then just stands on the balcony trying to encourage us. When he's not doing that, though, he just seems to stand there. Well, anyway, I'm writing this in English in case we don't make it. I don't know what's wrong, but if we die, then I want whoever finds this to write our books for us. Who wouldn't want to write a book about crashing a boat into an airship to escape a forsaken land and return back home? You should start with our epic, stormy voyage across the ocean, only to find ourselves caught up in the end of the world of all things. Our boat gets stranded, we fend for ourselves in this wasteland. Tensions rise between the crew. Some think there's no hope of escape. Others think there's a chance. One day an airship slowly drifts into view from the ocean, and the crew that wants to escape, they know that's their ticket out of here. They split after a dramatic argument with the other half of the crew, repair a boat, and make intense calculations before ramming the boat into the drifting airship in the climax of the story. They all board the airship, and lucky for them, it's just like driving a boat. They all return home and live a life of happiness with more than a lifetime of stories to share. It will be a bestseller if anywhere still sells books these days. Make it a comic book too. The crew will be able to read the pretty pictures. So it sounds like these dudes were trying to get home, and then the bombs dropped. So they promptly were stranded, and then the Nuka-Cola airship here just started drifting about. Apparently after the bombs, all the crew died or something is my guess. Oh, we've got a loot chest back here. I'll take that. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. They're just trying to make their way home. And here we are, kicking them out. Oh well, more loot for us. So is the way of the wasteland. The Cola Cruiser. Well, there's several locations included in this one. Ah, okay, so there was no point in coming up here to fight him. We were just gonna have to take him out here anyway. Okay. Oops. My bad. Wait, did we pick up another note? There it is. Yes, we did. Never coming home. I took most of the notes and corpses I could find and threw them overboard. Can't have the crew finding them and thinking there's some false hope that could be found from them. There wasn't even a manual on how to fly this thing. Honestly, it was mostly in a rage, or maybe I'm starting to go feral. Truth is, I don't know the first thing about flying an airship. I hoped it would be like sailing a boat, but, well, it seems we're never going home. Our whole plan was so perfectly executed. We'd waited so long to scrounge a somewhat functional boat together. We used such incredible coordination to stop the airship drifting away, and it still retained some level of functionality, and yet we can't do anything with it. The boat is out of power now anyway. We are stuck once again. I have told the quartermaster to chronicle our adventure so that they can write a book about it when we get back home, but I still haven't told the crew that we're stuck once again. I think they knew it was a pipe dream and are just happy we're still not stranded back on the mainland with the others. We waited hundreds of years for this, but maybe in another 100, this thing will stop floating and we can sail it back home instead. So it looks like they were actually stranded and he had no way of getting this ship back to Norway. That also does confirm that these raiders here came from that ship over there by Warwick, which can be kind of sad if you think about it. But let's go ahead and head on into the Cola Cruiser. They just wanted to get home, and they shall not. Okay, what do we got in here? I see lots of Nuka-Colas, some... Okay, those are static. Some of this stuff is static. Alright. Gift shop, okay. Oh, we got a note there to read. Holy Nuka-Cola Quantums. And cherries. Just holy Nuka-Colas. Oh, that takes us to another area. Hey, the Easter egg Nuka-Cola. Oh, and a bunch of different lunch boxes. Neat. Oh, I didn't even see all these quantums. Okay. But let's go ahead and read the note called Complaints. Despite the tour being about advertising, I have received multiple complaints about the commercials that play in the elevators. I quite frankly don't know how else to respond other than apologize. They're not even official partners of Nuka-Cola. I don't recall anyone ever telling me they would make noise either. I personally think the higher-ups just cheaped out on this one, and that Pulowski company didn't tell anyone there would be added bonuses. So it sounds like there was some kind of an ad that was unknown even to the staff. But let's see what's out here before we head deeper. It's just, okay, it's just another little platform. We're not concerned with that. We're going to head back in the cruiser. And, oh, some of the bottles fell over. I'm guessing, yeah, these go the same place, so... Oh, okay, I see what he's talking about. He reused this is a Pulaski shelter that he reused and disguised it with lore to be an ad. Okay. Nuka-Cola plaque. Alright, thank you for taking the Cola Cruiser tour. Our new bottle design is just the beginning of our next exciting chapter, and we can't wait for you to be a part of it. Make sure to create your own bottle of Nuka-Cola upstairs, and don't forget to buy a Nuka-tastic souvenir from the gift shop before you leave. Only one bottle may be created per customer. Okay, so this is providing a little bit of lore as to why the bottle shape changed between Fallout 3 and New Vegas and 4. Alright, well let's continue. We got another plaque. As well as being Nuka Girl's legendary bottle, this is also the largest bottle of Nuka-Cola. Citation needed. So they didn't quite finish it. And what are you saying? Tactical Nuka Cannon Strike? Nuka-Cola plaque. Nuka-Cola is often associated with the color red, which is why we want to make sure that upstanding citizens like yourself are aware that we do not endorse the red menace at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. Whilst these missiles are just props, there are real missiles aboard which will be fired to deal with any spies or sympathizers. So remember to do your duty and report any suspicious activity. Well, I'm going to take those Nuka Strike grenades. Let's see, we have an upstairs. We'll check that out here after we're done with this. Is this the same one? No, this is a different plaque. Okay, so we've got a lot of them to look at. Alright, legend has it this is the very bottle Nuka Girl posed with in the iconic Nuka Girl's big bottle image seen by millions of people in many Nuka-Cola advertisements. Where is the smaller bottle, I hear you ask? Well, legend also has it that she's still enjoying the delicious taste of that very same Nuka-Cola to this day. Please do not climb on the display. Wait, you can take that? Okay, we're going to have to take that when we come back to go upstairs. And what's this one say? Alright, at Nuka-Cola, we're not just showing off our new bottle design, but also the strong partnerships that have helped us build the best company on this planet and the next. Please check out our range of toys and Vault-Tec lunchboxes in the gift shop. And, oh, there's another whole area over here. Okay. What's this say? Another plaque. When pressed about the redesign being a rocket and not an airship, one big brain at Nuka-Cola stated, "We put a lot of thought into our products and campaigns. What you're seeing is one of our, quite frankly, brilliant campaigns coming from multiple angles. At Nuka-Cola, we love rockets. That's why the redesign is a rocket. However, a rocket travels too fast, much like our drinks off the shelves. We needed something that would stay around longer to really remind people of our brilliant new idea, whilst also demonstrating the daring heights we're willing to take the soft drink industry to. With the airship in a bottle design, we were able to create something that looks like a rocket, like our new bottle design, whilst also being able to remind the people of the nation that whenever they look to the skies, they can drink up another refreshing Nuka-Cola beverage instead of blinking twice and missing out. It's the best of both worlds." Okay, so it's talking about the design of the actual airship. And we have another one. Beautiful, sophisticated, sleek, and maybe even just a little bit sexy, the new bottle rocket shape is breaking down the boundaries and taking Nuka-Cola to new frontiers. What do we got up here? Promotional Nuka Ball, aggressive advertising, Nuka grenades. Can we drink this? No. Well, what's this say? At Nuka-Cola, we don't just support science, we make it. From promotional items to our links with the military, here at Nuka-Cola, we have some of the top minds helping us all move forwards together. Our new bottle rocket design was just another nod to things we love. Well, I am going to pick up the aggressive advertising. Okay, so this shoots promo Nuka balls and gives you 15% more damage per withdrawal effect you're suffering, and 966 damage. Good grief. And we're over encumbered. What can I drop? I can drop the hat. I can drop that. That's not going to help much. Okay, what else do I have? I don't have any way really to get this. Oh wait, I have strength. I can up. There we go. We now have 10 strength. We can now carry our stuff. But we did find another note called Request for Removal. You've gone too far with this. Fitting a missile defense system to the airship was more than enough. Attempting to repurpose the same technology for a handheld cannon is insanity. What is the purpose of this? This thing. It's a weapon that cannot be fired. This isn't a confetti cannon. This is so much more than just balls filled with liquid. It's a highly destructive weapon. Don't you understand? If you fire this thing to give people a taste of Nuka-Cola, then the results will quite literally be explosive. Condensing that much together, especially quantum, and firing it with such velocity from the heights of an airship will kill anyone. Fire it badly and you could blow the whole ship up, too. How is marketing going to deal with that? Don't you dare tell me people are dying for a taste of Nuka-Cola is really something you think they'll try to spin when, if not, it happens. It has to be removed. That you even entertain the idea of not doing so. Well, I'm resigning and reporting you all to anyone who may listen. I'd take this abomination with me if I could, but it's too heavy. I hope it stays heavy on your hearts, or better yet, even sinks this airship and nobody ever finds such a horrible invention. So it sounds like this wasn't really approved of. And it sounds like it's explosive, so we're not going to shoot it inside. But we do have a couple more plaques to read, and then we'll head upstairs to look around. Okay, this one I can't read the entire thing because the top of it is cut off. What I can read here says, when planning was underway to redesign the classic Nuka-Cola bottle, those in marketing were already discussing ideas to promote the exciting new shape of Nuka-Cola's future. With the bottle rocket design looking like an early frontrunner, it was pointed out that advertising with a rocket may prove difficult. Fireworks were considered, but decided against for a similar reason as rockets, a short, explosive impression, but not a lasting one. They moved away from just the fast and explosive ideas, deeming them better for other exciting advertising campaigns around the launch. For a bombastic centerpiece, they instead began focusing on the idea of a rocket ship. Whilst rockets would be too fast, ships would not. Initially, ideas were pitched with the classic ship in a bottle concept, but the direction wasn't brave enough and didn't represent the bold new heights Nuka-Cola were going in. It did, however, lead to an inversion of the concept that you now stand in. And we got another plaque. All right. The Cola Cruiser started its life as the Airship in a bottle after the bright minds at Nuka-Cola took the decision to remodel the classic Nuka-Cola bottle into something more exciting. The Airship in a bottle was built alongside the redesign so that it could take to the skies and promote the fresh design from brave new heights as it began hitting stores across the nation. What you see here is one of the final prototype models built before entering the final version you now stand in. You may have noticed a few differences to this model, such as the extra tail fin or lack of cover behind the cabins. Both of these changes were made to really give the Airship its bottle-like elegance to match the rocket shape of our new bottles. Interesting. So there were all kinds of different little designs and everything else they did. Oh wait, these are new. Nuka-Cola, toy truck, Nuka-Cola. What? Does that stay as giant Nuka-Cola in our thing? It does. 100 HP. Neat. And we have our Nuka grenades to test out. Alright, so here's the workshop. So we can build and kind of scrap some stuff. Not a lot. Alright, so there's not a lot we can scrap down here. But I do also see a bunch more areas up here to investigate. So let's investigate around. Oh, and there's another whole level. Looks like here was some testing stuff. We've got a little diner here with a Mr. Handy that's been taken out. So nothing too crazy here. Let's check back in a small bathroom. Nothing there, but that does not connect to the other side. So that means that this side has something different up top. So let's go up and take a look. We've got a bunch of Nuka-Cola machines and enlarged TVs. So, okay, this looks like an employee area. Here's the controls. Some computers, and it says employees only. Well, I identify as an employee. Oh, a nail gun. Okay. Nuka-Cola bottles, toolbox, handy fuel. Nothing too crazy here. Alright, well let's go back up the other side and scope out the third level, I guess you'd call it, of this Airship. Oh my, this is big. This is definitely a reused Pridwin. Let's see, we got a power armor station. Looks like... Can we build in here? We can. We can build in this section as well. Got a bunch of stuff. Oh, we got a steamer trunk. I'll take that stuff. And we got some crops. Looks like a water purifier. Nuka-Cola supply tower. I'm guessing that... Okay, that's the Commonwealth. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that provides water to the... in the settlement for when you build this, since we're not going to do a full settlement build here. Let's head down. Guessing this is the same thing. A large generator. Another large generator. Okay, so this is just some generators to put some power out to your settlement. And let's see. So we checked this area. We do need to go up. Oh, weapons workbench. I missed that. And an armor. So what do we got up here? Anything at this far end? I doubt it. No. And is this just a catwalk? That's what it appears to be. We'll go third person for a few minutes. Might as well. And Commonwealth. I think that's where... Okay, so we have one more level to check, and then we're going to be heading back out that front door to see what we got. I don't think there's much going on here. No. Almost accidentally shot this thing. I want to wait till we're outside. Okay, so we'll drop down, and let's check out where this exit to the Commonwealth spits us out at. And it's just a big mast. Neat. Way out here. Alright. Well, this seems interesting. Well, let's go take our weapons for a spin. Wait, can I not? Can you not jump off this? Am I hitting my head? No, you can't. Okay, you can. It's just buggy. So, we're gonna... Oh, we landed in the water anyway. I didn't need to use the console commands to not die. Well then. Alright, well we are outside, so let's test out this Nuka-Ball launcher. That seems pretty good to me. But that there's the actual settlement. Now let's head back to, not the North Star, the makeshift jetty. We'll shoot one of these on land. We'll see how that goes. Now that we're back on land, let's take a shot at dry land. Yeah, no, that's very explosive. Oh, they actually changed the color of the ball in the reload animation. That's neat. Now, where's Tactical Nuke Cannon Strike? So, let's find a spot to toss this. Over here looks decent. Oh, wow, that really flew out there. Character's got an arm. Okay, is it going to do anything? Huh. Okay, these don't seem to want to work. Oh, that one worked. Although, it seemed just kind of like... Or are these mines? Yeah, these are just some long-lasting grenades. Although that does one-shot that dude. So they're just a very slow fuse grenade. They don't actually have a special effect, which is a little disappointing. But I think we are to the point now where I can make my determination on this verified creation. So, my thoughts on it. It's a neat little thing. It does add a new settlement that's the interior of an airship, which, I mean, it's an interesting location. You can't really build an airship outside of this. It does also add in a reskinned weapon as a unique and a couple of extra grenades you can use. And you can craft them at the chem bench. I'm not going to go do that because I don't really want any more, if I'm being honest. It's just a really delayed grenade and they only work outdoors. Is this worth $2 or 200 credits? No, I don't think it's quite worth 200 credits. I think as a 100 credit or $1, this could maybe be worth it, especially if you're really big into settlements. But from what I remember reading in the description, it does not add any new items to craft at your settlements. It just adds the airship. Which, the lore expansion is interesting. It does help explain some of the some of the plot holes in Fallout 4. So this is definitely not a bad option. Like, I wouldn't judge somebody for purchasing this verified creation. So what I'm going to rate it, I am going to rate it a 6 out of 10. It's definitely not bad. It doesn't quite hit the mark for me. I'm sure for some people this is a great option, like people on PlayStation who don't have access to a whole bunch of stuff, because this is, from what I can tell, Nif Bash, which for what he did with Nif Bash, this is pretty good. So, but that is my final ranking. It is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but not great. I definitely wouldn't be upset if someone were to buy this and say they love it. I could see why they love it. For me, it just misses the mark. But anyways, I do want to thank you all for watching. And if you do enjoy my videos, do feel free to leave a like, go ahead and comment and subscribe. And let me know what you want to see in the next episode down below. I will catch you all then. Peace.